When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened.
Speeding down the left side at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooner. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in the stadium, Reese?
Boomer
Sooner.
So the Kentucky Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
Yeah, it's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Ward. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. When you break into the top 5, halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kearney. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Sooners are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Ward. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snapped it in the shotgun. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wildcats! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Kearney. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll keep it himself. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, Get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down mark is.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Sooners are flying down the field. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Brings into the open. Just what they hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Grab behind the line. It's Wheeler. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking for room at the 25. Turning on the Jets. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Ward. Finds his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Apparently not tempted to kick the 45-yard field goal. They'll go for it on fourth and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Washington. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Horton. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys will get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They had to stand by and watch that. Turning it on! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt. How about this running back dragging a toe and getting it inbounds?
Showed off the wide receiver skills. You know, running backs are so talented nowadays, and you split them out as a wide receiver so much, and he showed it there. He can play wide out easily with a nice catch, nice awareness.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the big fella to the corner. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Sooner! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. With the catch, it's Gilmore. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's complete. Fights off a defender. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Got his man.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Working that left side now. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence in the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And as we wind down here in the first half, the offense will just take a knee and try to muster its forces for the second half attack as they trail going to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. They're working that left side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Gonna run it. It's Horton. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Ward. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. The throw to the outside is complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got the quick pass. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Give to the big fullback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The give to the fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. The play-action fake. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He's taking the shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown! Points. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Throwing to the fullback, if he starts chugging, he can be dangerous, but the defense stopped him before the first chug.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little time to get that speed up and running. He didn't have it there. Give the defense a ton of credit.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. It's complete on the right side. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll keep it on the sneak. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Hauls it in. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Man, sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Trying to get behind the defense. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll go to the fullback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play? Bringing it back, and he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20. Got it behind the line, it's Wheeler, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Ward. It's on target and complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Kentucky's offense will go to work first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads quickly. Guided out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 14. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kick? A good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Ward. Got it in the middle, it's Gilmore. Knocked off his feet.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Got room at the 35. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up first and 10 at the 19. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Knew where we wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top-5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Ferguson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught behind the line. It's Kearney. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Ferguson. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So there
he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They're trying to slam it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Grabbed in the middle. It's gone. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. At the 40, there he goes. Just a tremendous play to wrap up this first quarter for the offense. Boy, that'll give you some options as we start the second. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Ward. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give on the option. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Gilmore. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They want to throw it. Trying to bowl his way in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Just put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they can take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. 45 on its way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And they tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They are up by 7 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To throw, it's Ward. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Smart. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They're setting up the screen. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make turn into long games because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done. catch. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points.
Sneaks it in.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Got enough for the 1st. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
The Wildcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game. Turning it on! Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the big fella. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wheeler. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They make the stop, and he'll yardage for a 1st down. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Still on his feet at the 45. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back home. Almost intercepted.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open, and as a result, it's an incompletion.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It'll be 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Sooners will go for it on fourth down. He'll ride his man on the option. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. They'll run it from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Ward. Pocket breaking down. He's got him.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys.
Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're only 1 for 3 on 4th down attempts, but they'll try it again here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Pulls it in. It's Kearney. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wheeler. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back gets to give. Across the 50. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes.
It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you got some room to run. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is
going to throw it over the top of the deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Ward. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. The sure hands, it's Washington. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll set up to throw. Catch in the middle. It's smart. And he'll be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Washington.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Quickly to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's smart. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Give to the fullback. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak. Everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Sticks it in his belly. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive for the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Ward. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field. I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field. And he
pulls it in, the first down and more. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Breaks into the open. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the